was an it girl once. Miss Bobbie Brown, Southern pageant queen, runner-up in Miss Teen USA 1987, and for a minute, the hottest girl in the Sunset Strip. Helter-skelter and a summer swelter. I was built for stonewashed jeans and stadium rock, with my long legs, sun-kissed hair, and a smile that lit up rooms. Secretly, I always wished I looked like one of those waifish brunettes, the kind you see on the Paris runway. But the reflection in the mirror confirmed that, in the words of Raymond Chandler, it was a blonde. And in L.A., people want blondes. Casting agents want them, bands want them, men want them. For 15 years, during the peak of my good fortune, I had my pick of rich and famous lovers. When I met Rod Stewart at the Roxbury, he asked me what I wanted. I told him cranberry vodka, and he laughed. No, I meant Ferrari, Porsche, or Jaguar. Strangers would approach me in clubs, offer me $100,000 to spend the night with them. And if only I hadn't been so principled, I might have moved up the property ladder by now. Romance came thick and fast. I spent several coked-up months with Rob from Milli Vanilli, enjoyed dance floor flirtations with Prince, shared intimate moments with a Chippendale in a broom closet, brushed off overtures from O.J. Simpson, spent dreamy nights on ecstasy with Dave Navarro, shared kisses at the Chateau Marmont with Ethan Hawke, and experienced a titanic roll in the hay with Leonardo DiCaprio. We mustn't forget the night I set Kevin Costner's bedroom on fire, literally. Nor the strange, chaotic year I spent engaged to my teen idol, Tommy Lee, drummer of the most notorious rock band on the Strip, Motley Crue. But it was my marriage to blonde, blue-eyed singer Janie Lane of the hair band Warrant that caused middle-aged neurologists to recognize me in hospitals. You see, in 1990, Janie handpicked me to star in the video for one of the biggest songs of the decade, Cherry Pie, which placed my all-American body on heavy rotation on MTV, VH1, and television screens across the world. Overnight, Janie and I became sweetheart darlings of rock and roll, on and off screen. We were the perfect match. I was the fun-loving, bubblegum-chewing girl of his melancholic dreams, the bombshell who could shock him into laughter. That's the thing, beautiful blondes are everywhere in Hollywood, but try finding one who can make you laugh. On the Howard Stern show, Janie announced to the world that he was going to marry me. His public devotion and chivalry won me over, and after making love on the bullet train in Tokyo, I became pregnant with our baby girl, Taylor Jane Lane. 4 months later, on July 15, 1991, we were married on the rooftop of the Wyndham Bellage Hotel, the air heavy with the scent of 500 pink roses and several dozen cans of Elnut. All our friends came to the wedding: Guns N' Roses' Duff McKagan, Def Leppard's Rick Allen, and my dance floor buddy, R&B singer Bobbie Brown. Our wedding was a fitting climax to the perfect Sunset Strip fairy tale, even though behind the scenes the cracks in my relationship with Janie were already starting to show, and the Sunset Strip was inching closer and closer to implosion. It didn't matter what the future held, though, because from that day on, my fate was sealed. I would forever be the cherry pie girl. When I came home from the hospital after my tumble down the stairs, I cried like a baby, and not just because I looked like the Elephant Man. It was a slap in the face, a reminder of how unraveled my life had become. I was that old Hollywood cliche, the small-town blonde fallen from grace, her 15 minutes long behind her. Hollywood had made me pay the price for the hubris of my youth. Over and over again, I'd been knocked down, passed over, and dismissed as too old, too fat, too loud, too Bobbie. Blonde hair and a quick wit no longer opened doors for me. In the past 5 years alone, my TV show had been canceled, my agent had dropped me, my body ached because of a traumatic car accident, and I'd endured the most humiliating breakup of my life with Josh, who, it turned out, was secretly sending high-resolution photographs of his dick to every girl in L.A. with a cell phone and a data plan. On top of all of this, wildfires were circling the city, temperatures were rising, the ice caps were melting, and so were my breast implants. Then I heard someone say rock and roll was over. Bye-bye, Miss American Pie, might as well throw yourself down the stairs. For weeks, the bruise bulged out of my head, protruding like a unicorn's horn, a reminder of how alone I was in the world. What if my brother hadn't been there to take me to the hospital? Who could I count on? Most of my immediate family lived far away in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I had no husband, no boyfriend. Yes, I had friends, but friends get busy. My home seemed unsafe, a place where bad things might happen. I trod carefully down the stairs, stopped doing laundry at midnight, and installed a Nest Cam. I felt like a senior citizen with brittle bones and 1 foot in the grave, even though I hadn't even turned 50. Then came yet another...